This is the craziest 9 mana spell in Gods Unchained, and today I built a deck to make sure that we can play it very early to destroy our opponents. Let's immediately dive in. Everyone said that this is a meme card. Replicating gratification. Transform all non-legendary enemy creatures in your opponent's board, hand, and deck into 1/1 rats to basically destroy their win condition and make sure that they can't win the game. But this spell costs 9 mana. How are we ever going to play that early on, and why do you guys see Atlanteans in my deck? It is all because of this amazing relic that practically no one plays. After you play an Atlantean, reduce the mana cost of a spell in hand by 2. So we're going to be using this relic to reduce the cost of the replicating gratification and play that, hopefully, for 5 or 3 mana. And that is immediately going to destroy our opponent's deck. And since our relic works with the Atlanteans, I paired a lot of the Atlantean cards that we love and hate, and I also included Irina, because this Ascended God power is going to help us draw just the right cards. Let's try this deck out in Mythic and see if we're going to be getting any wins or if my idea is a complete meme. This time we're playing against the Death Domain. Let me just start with Irina here. So let's see if we're going to have the time to actually pull our combo off. I guess I can play the time bomb here, and then I'm dealing 1 more damage to my opponent. This guy might help us draw the spells that we need. That's a Necro Scepter for my opponent. Not too bad. Oh, there's my relic. That is absolutely huge. But I still think I'm going to start with you. Let me trade that zombie. Guys, we might actually have a very good start. Pull our combo off. It's looking phenomenal because I already have the pieces of the combo that I need. My opponent is probably very confused. A Blight Bomb, we'll take that. There goes my Time Bomb. The Blackfire Fledgling, that's still okay. Because what I can do is I am always playing my relic here, no questions asked. Even though that's a bad tempo play. And then I'm just going to attack my opponent. You know what? I think I'm just going to trade this zombie. And then I am dealing 3 damage to my opponent. And that's about it for now. We have another Dimension Door that is absolutely awesome. My opponent is going to attack directly. Okay, so this is going to survive, which is huge, and the Perseverance as well. But that is still going to survive, which makes me so happy. And I guess that's it for my opponent? Yep. Okay, so what we can do. I have enough mana to start with a Dimension Door. Can we please get a 0? Okay, that's huge. That is absolutely huge because I can play the Dwarf Atlant to immediately clear one of those. I am going to reduce the cost of the replicating gratification immediately. Then I am going to play my Portable Fortress to reduce that even further. Guys, we can play that on the next turn. And that is going to be absolutely phenomenal. And I can even deal 3 more damage to my opponent and end my turn. We drew the other replicating gratification. My opponent is probably going to trade those. Oh my god, are we going to play that for 0 mana on the next turn? How crazy is that? Another Perseverance, come on! Stop summoning creatures. Oh, but wait! We can also get Valkas's Discovery from the Sanctum, probably. And that is also going to help me clear off those rats. It is absolutely crazy! It is so much stuff for my opponent though. That's going to be a trade. Can you let that survive, please? Thank you. Okay, that's a direct attack. Not the end of the world. Guys, it's about to happen. Untold Greed as well. We are still in the game and we are about to pull the combo off. Okay, so I think I need to start with a Scuttler Sentry here. Yep. To reduce the cost down to 3, then I can play the Undertow Striker. To reduce the cost of that even further, I got myself a Safeguard Incantation and I can even play that now. And guys, just for 1 mana, I am going to play the Replicating Gratification to basically destroy my opponent's win condition. This is a 9 mana spell and we're playing that just for 1 mana. This combo is absolutely insane. I can trade one of those rats now. And yeah, that's about it. And I even have another one of those. But I guess one is enough, right? Okay, what is my opponent going to do now? Maybe they have a Frost Queen Eferu or a Valogene, but that's it, right? My opponent is thinking, but what are you thinking about? Maybe they're just trying to realize what just happened to them. They're going to start with Target Power, that's okay. They're still going to try to play this game, and we might not be out of the danger zone yet. They're going to take Valkas's Discovery, that's actually smart. Oh, they're going to play it. Okay, I guess. That's really fine. We still maintain a creature, and we can use that to trade into my opponent's zombie. But I still have Francesca and my Dread Replicator. That's a rat, okay. That's another rat, and that's another rat. Basically, we just destroyed all of their hand, right? Now that's a bad draw for us. So let me start with a Dimension Door here. Let's see what we can draw. That's a Time Bomb, that's huge. Because I can trade one of those, then I can get the Rune of Life into my hand to throw down my Time Bomb, and then I can reduce the cost of the Rune of Life to heal up this guy immediately for 0 mana. Not too bad, is it? I can even play the Scuttler Sentry or my Excavations Analyst, now that I think about it. We're going to draw another Dwarf Atlant, that's huge. And you know what, guys, I'm even going to throw that down on the board. And that's about it. I am really happy with what we achieved today. Ragnarok for my opponent. Okay, they're still in the game somehow. Can we just top deck Francesca maybe? And win the game. And the Sweet Surrender as well. Wow. But that's another spell gone for my opponent. Okay, let's see what we can do now. Let me start with Mythic power though. We have an Atlant Glider. I don't really want that guy now. The Portable Fortress is quite okay. Then I am going to play this. Can we clear that? Yep, that's awesome. Because then I can just honestly attack my opponent with everything, right? And I am even going to get the Gleam Weaver from the Sanctum. And that's it. Yeah, we still have 3 Atlanteans left. My opponent is probably just drawing rats. A Glean! But man, you have no more dragons in your deck. But guys, we do top deck Francesca, and I think we just won the game, unless something crazy bad happens. Let me just clear that rat. Then I am dealing 2 damage to my opponent, and 2 more damage to you. And I can just play Francesca now. Let me get rid of Glean. Then I am attacking this, and I am dealing 15 more damage to my opponent. I am going to take the Lambasting one from the Sanctum, and guys, our combo worked. We pulled it off. Am I just going to be playing rat decks from now on? Guys, this is a victory. Let's immediately try it out in another game. We're playing against the Death Domain again. Let me start with Irina. That's a Brood Parasite for my opponent. I can just play my Excavations Analyst here. We're going to draw an Undertow Striker, not too bad. They're going to throw Tarkin in their Void, which tells me that we're probably playing against one of those pesky decks with Lockhart, which is going to make it quite difficult for us to win the game. So first let me play Dimension Door. We're going to get another Time Bomb, not too bad. So let me play that immediately. And I can even follow up with you. Yep. Oh, a direct attack. That's interesting. That's very okay. Let me just play the Atlant Glider now. And hopefully we're going to have an Atlantean at the top of our deck to help us draw a card. Let me just deal 4 more damage to my opponent, and yeah, that's about it. Yep, we're going to get a Safeguard Incantation. That's going to be very, very useful. Perseverance for my opponent. That's still okay for us. Oh, there's my Relic. That's really, really cool. I'm definitely playing that. And then I am even going to attack these guys. And you know what? Do I even play my Scuttler Sentry here to reduce the cost of Safeguard Incantation and play that for 0? Yeah, that's not too bad, right? Oh, and yes, we get the Replicating Ratification. Both of them, actually. And now it's time for me to reduce the cost of those. Oh wow, it's going to be so good. It is actually so perfect. Actually, you know what, let me start with the Undertow Striker here. Let me reduce the cost of the Replicating Ratification. I am going to follow up with you. I am going to reduce the cost of Replicating Ratification again. And since I saw what my next card is going to be, I can even play Dimension Door to draw the Atlant Forager for 0. I'm going to play that as well. And I guess I'm going to get rid of both of these. Let's make sure that you cost 3 mana now. Guys, I can even play the Rune of Sight here to draw another card, or even use my God Power here, why not? While I attack my opponent directly, because I don't really want to give them the option to draw their 2 mana search cards now, so that's it. We are definitely playing that on the next turn, but I am still a little afraid because this deck can pull off some really weird stuff with Tarkin and Lockhart from their Void. A Vow of Champions for my opponent to deal 2 damage to probably one of those creatures, that's also okay. They are afraid of the Francescan combo, but guys, that's not how we win this game. We are going to turn everyone into rats. And Ignite for my opponent, that's actually smart. I guess let me start with you, the Phase Touched Golem, to give ward to you. And then guys, here comes my ultimate Replicating Ratification for 1 mana again. How cool and awesome is that? Everything is now a rat. I just love it. That's it. And then I can even just use my Get Power. Let's get rid of you. Basically, I just want to find Francesca now. Let's clear this rat with Irina. And let's deal quite a bit of damage to my opponent. And that's about it. Oh wait, we also make their Void cards into rats. Huh. Can we still lose the game with Lockhart? I'm a little afraid, actually. What a crazy deck we're playing. That's a Necroscepter, that's never enough. Unless my opponent plays their Necronomics now. That's a rat. That might have been something really strong. But not anymore. Okay, here it comes. Oh my goodness, guys, I don't believe it. If we're going to lose this game, I am going to go a little crazy. Can we just find Francesca, please? That's a combat medic as well. They have now mana surged their Tempest Altars. Yep, and the game is ours. There is no way for my opponent to win. The rat tech, the rat strategy is so strong. We're playing against the Deception Domain. and my opponent has disconnected. My opponent is back. I am always going to be choosing overcharge here to confuse my opponents. Let me immediately throw Irina down on the board, and that's a tooth fairy for my opponent, so I'm just going to throw down my excavations analyst here, and hopefully we're going to draw an Atlantean. We are not going to find an Atlantean as the next card in our deck, so that's going to be a no for me. My opponent is just going to use their get power. There goes my Irina, but that's kind of okay. Oh, and they switched duelist. So let me try to clear this, just get rid of that, I guess. My opponent is going to start with their get power. Oh, they got that out of the tooth fairy. That's okay. We have the future industries here, that's quite interesting. Let me just trade this, and then I am going to destroy that with my dwarf Atlant. You know what, guys? I am even going to use my get power here. We're going to find an excavations analyst. I think I'm going to get that. My opponent is going to use their get power again, but we don't really mind slowing down the game a little bit. Oh, and that's a doll for my opponent. They're going to reduce the cost of so many cards. Palace's Wand, wow. I mean, I can start by playing Dimension Door. We're going to find the phased touched golem. That's actually kind of okay. I mean, I can play that, but let me also play another Dimension Door to find the Scuttler's Entry for 0. That's also quite good. So let me just play you onto you, so we can make an effective trade happen. And then I can even play my excavations analyst, and hopefully we're going to draw a card now. Nope, my opponent is going to put that to sleep, that's okay. And they're going to return their doll to their hand to reduce the cost of their cards again. That's going to be really cool for them. And they're probably going to play that again. Okay, that's cool. Couple of future industries. Let me just start with my get power. There is finally my spell. I kind of want to get that, and then I think I can just play my future industries. And we're going to summon 2 phase touched golems. Let me also attack this, and I guess I can end my turn. What the heck? My opponent did the same! Hello? What the heck? How can you pull that combo off before me? How can you play... What? What? I have no words. Is that supposed to happen like that? I mean, I was supposed to play that card. What the heck? And now we have no Atlanteans left. Okay, but we have a lot of rats. A lot of rats. Here's Francesca. We would have actually won on this turn if my opponent didn't actually play that. Okay, so I guess I'm going to play What do I even do against that? I can play you. What the heck, man? That was supposed to be my combo. I mean, I have a lot of rats. That's it. Can we somehow foresee and then play Future Industries on my Dread Replicator, and then I can play Francesca on the next turn? I mean, it's such a long shot, but I don't think we have any other way out of this. Let me just play the Jail Beast, and then I'm going to throw a rat down on the board. How did we get countered like that? What? Those rats shouldn't be mine. Rapture Dance for my opponent as well. That's crazy. Yep. What the heck, man? We have a Safeguard Incantation. Let me start with that. The Protracted Schematic. Yeah. Well, yeah. Now we have you. You know what? But I'm still going to do the same to my opponent, because I can play Francesca on the next turn. Basically, my opponent has also destroyed their get power by playing that, since all the creatures now in my deck are going to be rats. So yeah, good luck getting rats all the time. What a crazy game this is. I don't believe how we got countered like that. No way. Let me tell you guys what is the only chance we have to win this game. I need to mana search Future Industries. My opponent is even going to play that, as I am explaining what my win condition is. That's crazy. Anyway, we need to mana search that card. No, not you! Oh my goodness gracious. I was about to say that we need to mana search this card, and then the next card in my deck needs to be the Dread Replicator, so that we can summon 6 copies of it and then play Francesca to win the game. But that is not going to happen. Let me also just Dread Touch the Dread Replicator to show you guys that I no longer have any Atlanteans. I have no Atlanteans in my deck. I'm just going to reduce the cost of this, and that's going to be it. We just got countered so hard in this match. It is actually, honestly, out of this world what just happened to us. But I'm still going to play that, by the way. If we can stall out the game somehow, I'm not sure how, because I can play that on the next turn, right? What a crazy match. I mean, I have never seen something like that before. That's a hunting trap for my opponent. And I mean, basically, we only have rats now left. My opponent is even not going to attack. This is what it's come down to. So, guys, I can play my Replicating Ratification here for 7 mana. And I am going to do that, for sure. We now have a useless spell in my hand, a couple of rats, and Francesca, and everything in my opponent's hand, deck, and board is now a rat as well. Did my opponent just give up because they can't take this madness anymore? And I also have another Replicating Ratification. Basically, we're just going to be drawing rats now, so let me just play all of those. Along with Francesca, let me reduce the cost of the future industries now. I am even going to play that. What is going on? Have we broken the game? Why can't I play my card? Hello? What is going on? The game is broken. We broke the game. My opponent probably disconnected because they couldn't handle what is going on. I don't even know what to do. And somehow my opponent just concedes and we win the game. This is the craziest game I've ever played. I'm not even kidding. Guys, I really don't know what to say. This deck is absolutely crazy. It is insanely fun. I think it is a very original idea that you haven't probably seen a lot in the ranked ladder. Is this deck good enough to be in the meta? Well, maybe. When I started creating this deck, I thought it was going to be more of a meme deck, but we actually beat some meta decks, right? So, I don't know. We combine the power of Atlanteans, we combine the power of the ratifying spell. Is there something here? I leave it up to you to let me know in the comments, and if you do make a comment in today's video, that immediately enters you into my giveaway for 200 Gods tokens. That's all you need to do to enter. Don't forget to drop a like if you enjoyed today's idea. Don't forget to subscribe because I upload Gods Unchained content like this every single day. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video as much as I did. I'll see you all tomorrow with a brand new deck idea. Enjoy!